Okay, I'm alive. I'm live and alive and insane. And it's now just gone 4:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, 28th of August. And we are about, for me, 4 hours away from the insane snapshot of a ape to have the mutant 2 hours later, and 5 hours later we're going to get a serum airdrop, and then we're going to be able to create our own mutant on the existing ape. Now this is an update on the Bored Ape Kennel Club, as well as the Bored Ape um, Yacht Club, since I joined in about a week and a half ago, and this has been a just crazy, exciting, lucrative, insane experience. So I have not been able to update a video 5 times a week, and it's now gone to once a week. But I hope that my viewing has gone up, because thanks to all the lovely apes support and also the wonderful experience that I have been having in the past week and a half. So just to quickly update to people who have not yet watched my last week's video about me entered into the NFT market and spent about 18.5 Ethereum on buying a ape, which the fur type is called DMT. And that was a week and a half ago, so Wednesday on the 18th of August. And at the time, the price was about 57,000 US dollar at the 18.5 Ethereum. And it's a rarity rank of 2,882 on the rarity rank. It's a fur of DMT, which I thought was cute and lovely, and was a good deal for me. And on that same week, on the Saturday, the BAYC founders were doing a airdrop of merchants. So you can buy T-shirt, you can buy hoodies, and also rug for the ape members on the Saturday. So there were obviously a small form of people buying apes to make sure they don't miss that. But what I did not expect, and probably a lot of the ape members did not expect, was that the crypto celebrity Logan Paul has bought 2 DMT apes as well, 2 days after I bought it. So he bought it on a Friday evening, I believe. And the price of the floor of the DMT has obviously gone up, as well as the overall floor price of the apes, which on the Saturday of 22nd October, the merchant drop took place. I remember last Saturday, so a week before today, I got home about an hour after the drop starts, and the rugs were already gone. Apparently, there was only a few rugs, carpets, and I managed to order 2 T-shirts and 2 hoodies. So I look forward to receive them probably in a month's time, or month and a half time, maybe. I just think we could be wearing that. It's so cool, because it's the black color that is specially made for the members. And then there was a announcement sort of took place just before last week about the mutant airdrop, which is taking place today, like in 5 hours time. So everybody's boiling in the Discord channel and on Twitter. But that's not the only news. The news is just come one after another that is just making people restless, literally restless on the ape, because we have Christine auction on the 17th of September in Hong Kong. So there were obviously pictures on Twitter. People can see the exhibitions have been put up displaying apes and other artwork that's probably going to be on auction as well. And all the ape members are guessing how much the price would be getting sold on the Christian auction in Hong Kong. And the thing is, there are going to be a set of, I think, 6 CryptoPunks being sold, as well as 4 black suit apes with 1 blue beam eye, and I think 4 Meebits as well, which is also Lava Labs work. But with the apes going insane, we don't know. We don't know how much it's going to be sold. In particular, there was a leak of news from Sotheby's auction that's going to actually do the golden ape as well as the golden Kennel, the dog, couple of weeks before a Christian auction. So that is like amazing that Sotheby's is going to do that, because I'm based in London and I've already talked to my boss, and we have a colleague who has a special priority viewing to Sotheby's. And it's like today is already 28th of August. I was in central London earlier. We walked past by Christie's, and both auction houses are not opening on the weekends, so we couldn't do anything today. Otherwise, I would just have gone to the auction house right now, like try to see what's happening there. But the auction actually is going to take place over like a period of time. So I've only went to auction house before for antiques. So and the lots usually get sold like instantly, either on site or via telephone calls. So I've not been to Sotheby's auction live. So that's going to be a good experience for me, considering we will accompany this lady of our project to Sotheby's a couple of weeks ago to look at William John Turner's painting on the East Essex, which is one of our property development sites there. So we were looking at the painting and considering if we were going to buy it. And the price tag was between £6 to £4 million for that painting, which is I think over 300 years old. So no, £5 million, it's probably going to be a very achievable price for our apes to be sold. Probably CryptoPunks is going to sell over that price, and Meatbits will see how much they will be getting sold. So it's like the contemporary art, most advanced NFT art that is on chains, digital, that is going to be sold as much, probably more, compared to a painting that historical holds the value from hundreds of years ago. So we are creating history here. We are part of this new history, and that's why this is so exciting to us and to everybody in the space, and in particular to all our lovely ape members that who actually have apes or dogs, all gonna create their own insane mutant like this evening. This is just like so exciting because you're part of the history. And I've just gone speechless, as well as Stephen Curry, the very famous basketball star, has purchased an ape as well last night or this morning, and he changed his PFP into the ape he bought as well, and that excited the member. So it's just like so much happening within this a week and a half short period of time, and it's just from my personal perspective of what I have been seeing and observing, and I just making myself insane. So that's that. So this morning I went to London. I also was preparing a PowerPoint presentation to discuss with one of my colleagues tomorrow and on Monday about how we can actually leverage what we purchased as an investment of our piece of art, but also because the new NFT trend is that you are given the IP of what you buy, so you can actually leverage the image you bought. You can actually use the IP that you have to do something. So, for example, the apes and all these really creative ape owners have been working on things like for example, beer or wine or some other stuff like honey. I do think the consuming products and also food and drink are something that is quite suitable for a ape's image to be brand for that. We are working on, like, for example, if we can use it for our projects, but because my job, we work in the real estate development sector, everything is so big and grown and sort of a lot more old-fashioned and serious. So we don't know yet how we're going to use our assets. But look, we have an ape. I have two dogs, which is also my YouTube title today. It's the Bored Ape Kennel Club, which is has been the airdrops of the dogs for the ape holders about, I think, 2 months ago. So we decided to purchase two dogs as well this week. And I'm really glad that we did it 2-3 days ago, before the announcement of Sotheby's, because Sotheby's is going to be auctioning a gold ape and a gold dog. So the dog value obviously is going to go up now. And also, according to the BAYC founders, that the mutant is going to be airdropped tonight. That is going to be like a closure or celebration of Roadmap 1.0. And we expect that the roadmap 2.0 will be shortly announced, probably in September. And they did say in the announcement that dogs will have its own narrative or more narratives in the roadmap 2.0, and probably with some games and mutant that we can ape with our friends. So it's really like exciting that we might be able to have a bit more utility on the dogs. And I believe that too, because look at the Illuminating game with all the little creature that like creature fighting game, as well as the Annex Infinity, all these games with two little creature you pair together and you fight and you play to earn, and that is actually helping a lot of people to earn a living. Is in particular these people in countries in Southeast Asia that have been actually living on playing the game in the crypto space. So I don't see why BAYC won't consider to create something like that. Obviously, we don't know what's going to come up yet in the roadmap 2.0, but I think because the whole metaverse of blockchain is like expanding, and there's no way it's going to go back. It's just going to be bigger and bigger. And in this case, all what we can see that's being done and being created right now is probably going to be more advanced in the future. And with so much support happening with the Broad Apes and fundings that we have, I believe that there are going to be more and more interesting and significant things that can be created. So that's just so totally exciting, even more exciting. And I was just looking at my presentation, and the DMT price, average price in the past 5 days has gone up from what I bought around 20 ETH to 55, and now the floor price of the apes today is probably above 50 now. So it's just like wow. And also these are priced in Ethereum, so the Ethereum price go up doesn't mean like your ape still holds the same amount of Ethereum, and Ethereum go up, that means your ape is double in value, like considering it's gone up in value counted by Ethereum, but also the Ethereum value goes up. So it's like it's just such a different way of looking at how your access holds value and how it increases or decreases. Saying that, we have to be very careful on one thing. We had two terrible scam this week as well, so that's bad. But I just want to take this opportunity to remind people in the space, but also to remind myself that just be really, really careful when you operate. The two scams we had, the two fellow apes members had lost many of their apes, dogs, and other projects, NFTs as well, which is really, really sad story. And I think it's not even to do with if you've stored your image, if you're using a ledger or a hardware. It's more to do with its mentality. It's like you thought you were talking to someone who aren't the real person. So you get to share your screen or your QR code or something you operate that then your stuff gets stolen. And it's just so sad. And we need to be very, very careful what we do. And just always, if you're clicking links, transferring your assets, your valuable assets, just make sure you're really calm and you have maybe your friend or family member that are alongside you or maybe nearby you, so that you don't just get soaked into this situation on the computer and get cheated by all these people. These scammers are just terrible, and they should just go to hell. And I'm not supposed to swear, so I'm not going to swear in front of, because I got scammed before as well with very small amount of money, but the feeling is just so bad. It's just terrible. So just be very, very, very careful with that. Okay. And we had, in the past week, our apes was sold, all these whales purchasing blue bean eyes, laser eyes, blue teeth, or probably diamond teeth, whatever it's called, black suits with spinner head, gold ape was sold at 420. So achieved this price between 150 to 420. That's about just under $500,000 to 1.3 million US dollars price. And then what was amazing was on a Thursday evening. So it was the Thursday, 26th of August. There was just over an hour's window, and there were 5 trippy apes being sold, one after another, from 500 East to 220, 280, 397, 215. So it achieved a total price value of 1,603 ETH, worth just over 5 million US dollar. 5 trippy apes sold in 1 hour. That's like, I was there. I looked at it. I was like, wow. I was like, and the general channel, the Discord was just mad. It was just completely mad. So I'm not gonna say more. If you were there, you know what it was like. And the MP price was up, so I was happy. But my colleagues was like saying, "Oh, you should sell it, sell it." I was like, "No, no, I just bought it. This is my baby. What I will do is I will, try to create something out of this ape. I mean, it's me, And also the family is getting extended. We have 2 more dogs, and we're gonna have our mutant tonight. So it's gonna be like a member of 4, and you just like a family. You do a lot on that, and I love stories, and these um ape fellows that are creating stories on the commercialization of it. We have BAYC. I don't think it's associated with the founder. It's probably done by ape members. So we have Bored Ape Gazette, right? So it's like a newspaper. So we update news. We have a radio channel on YouTube, so we can listen to the music and hip hop and all that. I think we have fellow members that created a Broad Ape beer, which I thought was really, really interesting. And also we have wine as well, being produced by the ape with branded with apes. So it's like there's so much you can do, and just something I cannot just even sit on it, let alone selling it. I'm just gonna like, because I'm naturally a creative person. I studied like media, I studied TV and film. I made my own website using Fronter, when I was in college. So I was like, I could do something, or I can probably work with people to do something, and probably creating something big. And if our company has anything suitable for the brand, then we can use it. But at the moment, we don't know. We're trying to figure it out. And we're definitely going to go to South by to see the auction. We have priority viewing. So as I said, I'm going to figure it out with my colleague and see when would be a good time. It's probably just going to be next week, right? Because next week is September. And I think this Monday is bank holiday. So everything's going to be slightly slow, but we will figure something out. And I'm already starting to create like maybe background narratives for my character, for my ape, dogs, and mutants. And then I just love the ideas that there are 2 groups of animation makers I found out of our fellow apes. So there's one called Young of the Apes cartoon series. There are already 2 series. They're so undervalued. I don't understand why people are not even watching it. The first was out a month ago. There were 1,000 views. And the second one was out 3 weeks ago, and there was only 151 views. Guys, if you're watching my videos, and my video last week achieved 150 viewers, so why don't you go and watch Young of the Apes? I just thought that was brilliant, because it takes a long time to make animations. So be patient, but do enjoying that, and subscribe, and and watch that. And also the second group I found is called the Red Ape Family Cartoon Series. And they said they're going to be releasing like 10 series together in late October. And I had a look yesterday, and they're releasing some kind of their own token system as well. So that's definitely interesting to look at. I mean, I don't I don't mean to do like what's happening with the apes, but it's like I can't stop myself looking at everything happening, because it's just such a fantastic community, such a great way of working together, leveraging people's ability, backgrounds, and the brains, and the fact that you're able to use the IP, and the fact that the founders are so great that they're creating more and more stuff to make it even more crazy and interesting. And this is it's just insane. I can't say more. And I just think like I think that's my talk today. I'm actually really tired, but I'm like also very excited. It's almost 5 o'clock here, and I think I'm gonna have a nap before I get up to to actually look forward to my mutant and how that's going to come out. It's like, oh my god, it's like people are just going to be so crazy on Discord this evening. And if you are happen to be watching my video or in space, just come to our Discord, BAYC Discord, and just see what's happening there. This is like something I've been in the crypto space for like 5 years, since late 2007. So 4 years and a bit, and I've been going through so many different projects, ICOs, DeFi projects, protocols, and a few NFTs. And this is like my favorite one. This is like something I've never experienced before, and I'm experiencing it, and I'm part of it, and I'm probably creating it as well together with other apes. So, and other people as well. Like if you can't afford an ape, you can probably buy a dog. I'm sure dog will be a big play in the next season. So just don't miss out. This is not just about money. I know it's expensive. It was like 20 years for me was big money. But it's a lifetime experience. You need to do that. You need to be ahead of things. You need to be in the best place you can. And I just do think, not because I don't hold a crypto punk, and doesn't mean I don't recognize the value. I was looking at it. But the thing is, the apes are just so alive. And if you're it doesn't have to be young. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're creative, if you have a crazy head, if you want to be really enjoying the moments of this new, very, very new and young and fresh industry, you need to be in this space to actually see what's happening. Then just get yourself an ape if you have the money, or work towards it, or get a dog or whatever. Just try to be in, because it took me a couple of days to make a final decision, but it only took me like an hour to shift all my funds together to start buying. And we decided to buy 2 dogs this week. I had a budget of 10 ETH, which is not a lot. I could probably spend the 10 ETH by a relatively rare one, but we decided to buy 2 dogs just in case something wonderful come out like next month. Then we have a bit of more. If you have 2, then you can play around with it. If you have 1, then you're stuck with 1 because you don't want to sell it. I won't want to sell my dog. So 2 is a bit better. So we'll see what comes out and how we can shift around our assets, because I would like to reinvest in stuff like creating more stuff around my ape and my ape families. So and I need funds to do that. So that's something everybody needs to consider. What do you want in the space? How much money you have and you can spend? What is really speaks to you? What is your real value? What do you want to achieve out of it? If you're telling me just money, nothing else, then fine. Maybe you should just buy low and sell high. But if you have a bit of talent and brain and business sense to actually do something, then this is definitely the space. I can't emphasize this more. And I believe those apes and those non-apes and apes to be, that if you're watching my video, you will know what I'm talking about, and you will not regret joining this family. So that's my video today. And I really appreciate you watching, and you can feel my excitement here. And I just hope tonight is gonna be like I just hope tonight Discord doesn't get crashed because of us. All right, I'll stop here now. Thanks for watching. I will see you. Probably I will update another video after the mutant, depending on how my mutant comes out. So have a good whatever day.